Okay. Hello, hi. Welcome to the Healing Girl Chronicles. Welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time viewing, hello, hi, welcome. This is a space where I talk about my healing journey so far, the experiences that I've had, and just having a real authentic experience about what healing has meant to me and my experience of it so far. So today I want to talk about boundaries. Doo-doo-doo. So, in this day and age, which I'm thankful for, is we are a generation that's healing in the information age. So we've got a lot of information, we've got lots of language, we've got a way of rationalizing and justifying and understanding who we are, which is amazing because I can't imagine how other people, older generations, have had to suppress many of the experiences that we are having now. I don't think, as a generation who is so upfront about healing, who's discussing the healing journey and the many, like how multifaceted it is, and the many experiences that come with healing. I don't think we're unique in our experience. I think what makes us unique is the fact that we're finally able to speak about it, and also we're able to do it on a global stage. Because I'm in South Africa, posting a video on YouTube that will probably be consumed by people outside of South Africa, so I'm thankful for that. And because it allows for community, it allows for a sense of not feeling alone, which is amazing. So I want to talk about boundaries. So as a recovering people pleaser, yes, I was that person who would always want people to approve of me, to validate me, to like me, to accept me, to just be likable and be loved. It's something that I still struggle with today. It's not something that I think I have mastered. I think I'm learning, but thankfully I'm self-aware enough to also just be able to take a step back and be able to see and call myself out when I am falling back into these people pleasing tendencies and patterns and behaviors. So one of the things that actually helped me, or is helping me, in working on my people pleasing tendencies is boundary setting. So I've had to set boundaries, I've had to be intentional with setting boundaries, and I've had to implement my boundary setting even when it was difficult. Been fraught with a lot of breakdowns. Guys, don't mind all of these things that are flying about. I think it's dust. It's winter time in South Africa, but the weather's just weird. Haven't really gone into winter. Okay, but anyway, I digress. So one of the things that I've realized since my healing journey is the amount of loss that I've experienced. I've lost a lot of people, a lot of friends, family, and I hadn't anticipated that, because I don't know about you guys, but healing to me wasn't really a choice. It has been something that has been quite it has been just a breakdown. Like, everything around me crumbled, everything around me just changed. My relationships with people, how I interact with them, even having to cut off and sever certain relationships, which has been really hurtful and traumatic, and has left me in a sense of feeling displaced and not really knowing who I am. Because truthfully, I think, I'm 31, turning 32 this year, and I think for the first time in my life I'm actually discovering who I am. Because for the past couple of years of my life, I've just been performing. I've just been who everyone else wants me to be, and never really who I hadn't even known who I was. So I think in this time of my life, things are just coming to me. I'm learning about myself, so things feel new. As much as I can be 31, but I don't feel it. I don't think I've got life experience to actually qualify me being this age, because I feel new. I feel old, but I also feel young. I don't know if that makes sense. But I'm just discovering who I am. I'm discovering what it is to be at this point in my life with how my life had panned out previously, taking accountability for my actions in certain relationships, certain decisions, and certain actions. So I think the one thing I want to say about boundaries is that um, it's been difficult. And again, as a recovering people pleaser, like hemorrhaging people, relationships, and has been so difficult. And I think I watched Trevor Noah once on a podcast saying that once you go to therapy, like things change. And that one positive step that you take, the time in which you take that step and the time where you actually see these positive changes manifesting in your life, nobody talks about the gap in between. And I've been for the longest time in that gap where I've started therapy, but even the people around me, when I did start therapy, they just thought therapy was going to fix me. Like therapy was supposed to make me go back to who I was. Therapy was supposed to make me more agreeable. I don't know why people have this idea that when people go to therapy, they're going to be who they were before. I think if anything, when you go back to therapy, you'll never be the same, and you're less tolerant of people treating you in a way that is really unbecoming, and it's disrespectful. You are less tolerant for people playing games with you. You are less tolerant of people thinking that they can get away with things that they've been getting away with. If anything, therapy gives you a backbone that you never had before, and therefore, when you go back to the people around you, they don't understand now. They actually think this therapy hasn't worked because, if anything, your anger is now justified because this person is telling you that no, of course they were wrong in how they treated you, that wasn't okay. So if anything, I feel like for me therapy actually caused me to have anger. It really just amplified my anger, and it's just, yeah, it made me really confrontational. It just had this rage in me. So I don't know how healing has been for you guys, but for me it's been really challenging, and the boundary setting aspect of it has also been quite challenging. But I think I'm grateful for it also because I don't make this video if I don't have boundaries. I don't make this video if I didn't go to therapy. I don't make this video if I didn't have to cut out certain people in my life, because old me, there was no way in hell that I would have even thought about doing this, because I would have been too ashamed. I would have been too preoccupied about what they would think about me if they were to see this, and just anticipating the backlash of what I'm saying. But I think because of one thing, once you've experienced loss, you almost become immune to it. It doesn't hit you like it, like they always say the first cut is always deep, but once you kind of get over the shock of that first cut and you're okay with it, other subsequent cuts don't actually feel as bad. So I feel like I'm at that point where I'm making peace with having to say goodbye to certain relationships, and I'm hopefully also opening up the space and the gap for the people who are on my same wavelength, people who are in alignment with how I view myself, who are also themselves are aware of healing, and they themselves have undertook the process of healing, and they are self-aware, and we can have conversations and we can take accountability. I'm over the gaslighting. I'm over people calling me crazy. I'm over just being bothered by people's opinions. I'm just setting myself free, and I think even coming on here and saying this is just one of the steps that I'm taking to liberate myself, because again, healing for me has been a gateway to freedom, because what I hadn't known, or what I hadn't come to recognize, was the fact that I've been in a cage, a self-imposed cage. I've always, before I could do anything, I've always looked around for the people around me. Is this okay? Is this acceptable to them? Or do they agree to this? Is this okay? I've never really um, done anything that I've really wanted to do, except now, of course. And I'm learning that, and it's terrifying and it's anxiety inducing. But um, I just need to make those decisions for me. I need to make those choices for me. And I think I'm just here to encourage anyone who's on the healing journey and everything is crumbling, everything is falling apart. Please just know that you're not the only one. Our healing journeys are different, but I think the one thing that all of us can be in consensus with is the fact that there's a lot of pain and there's a lot of destruction in healing. But you know, it's the ultimate story of rebirth and redemption. You know, you need to break down, you need to burn in order to re-emerge as this person who you can be proud of. And I think I'm happy, I'm learning to be happy with who I am right now, and I'm the most proud of myself, because when I look back at everything that I've been through and everything that I've walked through, I mean, definitely it's not me, it's just testament to God's grace and mercy in my life. But I'm also really proud of myself, because if anything, it just proves to me that I'm really made of those stuff. I'm built with a certain fabric, like you know, I'm one of one. Like I am who I think I am. And I think God just had to send trials my way to remind me and to show me that, girl, you are who you think you are, and you'll be okay. And I will also send people your way who will understand you, who you won't feel like you're a problem with, you know. So yeah, so that's my message for today. Boundaries, my experience with healing so far. And yeah, I hope whoever watches this, you find relatability, you find commonality, and you don't feel so alone, you know. So yeah, till the next episode, thank you and bye.